Welcome to Author Transformation Stories. This is Som Batla, and with me today we have Sanjeev Sareen from Allahabad. He's retired engineer from Reliance Industries Limited, and he has joined the community Author Freedom Hub in the month of February 21, and his first book was out in May 2021. And after that, he has published 6 books. What a wonderful journey, Mr. Sareen. How is it feeling?
Yeah, great feeling. The journey itself is beautiful.
Great. So after Sanjeev joining Author Freedom Hub, he continued writing. He, in fact, told in the previous interview, which we had in the YouTube channel, that he did not know whether till what stage he will go, but now he's saying that he's 6 books done and still no, he's not done. So Sanjeev, let's get started. And why don't you start with your background briefly? And at what point of time you thought that writing is something you should switch to? Over to you.
Yeah, see, I'm an engineer, as you said, and I retired from Reliance Industry as a unit head in one of their manufacturing division at Allahabad. So I was site president there, and I retired in 2018. So around that, but my purpose of life is different. It's not that I wanted to live a retired life like I find most people. I rather feel sad looking at them. So rather, I've focused one book on that particular subject, only the retirement year. So after retirement, I was trying to reinvent. And my already niche being spirituality, because I was practicing spirituality. I'm meditating last 27 years. So I found that, okay, this is my strength and I need to share it with the public. I mean, I don't want to carry it with me. And I found that I'm in a quite a responsible position in a way to pass on the thing, because I find that spirituality is a subject to be delivered in a very responsible way. I mean, everybody should not be talking on spirituality until you have some experience. And I found that, okay, I have done some knowledge, have some experience, share it with the public. So that's how my journey started.
Yeah. Why
I didn't know about writing. I didn't know about writing.
So what suddenly happened that you shifted to writing? I mean, there are different ways of expressing, and some people do YouTube, some do blogging, some go for physical lectures. Yeah,
it just had happened accidentally. My family members, I mean, my daughter-in-law, she wanted me to write some poetry. This thing, because Corona time was there, so she was having some assignments. She said, "Papa, can you do some poetry?" I said, "Poetry? I don't know anything." Okay, let me try. But I was confident, okay, I will try. So I tried to make some poem sort of thing. So it worked. Then I said, then, okay, that is good. Is it good, this thing? Let me try. So then this how my journey started, writing poetry in Hindi. So I was writing on mobile only for my it was giving me happiness that, okay, I'm in a position to reflect on different life situations, different life situations, and giving my holistic response towards them. So that's how, once I found that, okay, 35 poems I have written, them Som Batra ji came at University in Som Batra before me. Okay, I said, okay, I think I can publish the book. I never knew it. I was just writing it for my happiness. So once I published the first book, then this continued. And even then the second book came, okay, I should not be looked like that it was just an accidental. I written one book. I should come up with another one. Still, I never had an idea. That's why I never went for gold membership. I went for only silver membership because I was not sure. I said, okay, let me come up with another book. I came up with another book. So spirituality through science, because I've been from science and practicing spirituality. I said, let me deliver something linking these two. And this is how the second book came, then the third, fourth, and then the third book again came. I give the credit to you because you had been stressing on Quora medium. I said, I started Quora on that. And as of now, I have answered more than 700 questions on Quora.
Wow.
And I have around 70,000 content view. So
700, you said?
70,000.
700 questions you answered?
700 questions.
Wow. Great.
On spirituality. And this is because I never knew about Quora. This is you only introduced. And then I found that, okay, let me find which question people are looking for more. So let me select certain questions, because Quora, I reflected only in few paragraphs. I thought, okay, let me reflect in a bigger way on in this thing. I
Hmm.
selected 101 questions. That's how my third book came. That's how the journey started.
Let us show the audience the book page of yours. Let's. Do you have the physical copies? You have that? Yeah, that's the latest one. Yoga: The
The
Way to
latest one.
Realization. Great. And this book you told that it's hitting bestseller at USA, right? Already.
Yeah, this is already best USA seller. Within
Wonderful.
10 days of this thing, best seller, USA is seller in India also.
Wonderful. Let me start sharing screen and let me show your page to audience. And here we go. Can you see the page?
Yes.
Yeah. The most popular is yoga, the way to realization, then who are you, journey to God, spirituality through science, then 101 thought-provoking questions, Ishwar Kaun, Kahan aur Kyo. And we interviewed, I interviewed on the this book, Ishwar Kaun, Kahan aur Kyo, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. So what a journey, like thinking of just experimenting with the scribbling on the mobile phone, and then now professionally writing books, self-publishing, and hitting bestseller. It's like you never thought that self-publishing could be done by you, and now you are writing books after books. So what's the plan right now?
I have at least 4, 5 more plots in my mind.
Great. Amazing, amazing. So yes, so great to know about your journey. So your journey basically shows that sometimes in the life when life unfold in front of you, we should be accepting that, and you accepted this journey, and now you are in the journey of writing 6 books, Quora, Medium, 4 more books coming. Great. So let's talk about your journey with Author Freedom Hub community. Like when you joined after that, what kind of lessons you learned, how the community helped you, what kind of all the stuff was there?
I consider is the best platform. My this total journey, my this credit I will give it to AFH communities, Home Butler and all the members, because there's the lectures, the tutorial you have, they are so clearly written that one can read them, watch them, and we have weekly session. And one beautiful thing, let me tell you, the Somji, that in every session, whether we have meeting or weekly or whether gold membership meeting or publicathon or diamond membership, one thing I found that even if the meeting in the last meeting went for 3.5 hours,
Yeah.
and I was rather, I mean, I sitting on this side was finding that I was losing, getting impatient. But on your side, I was finding that you are not impatient. You are trying to go to the maximum extent possible to satisfy the query of each and every person. Whereas had I been, I mean, maybe I'm putting myself in the wrong way because everybody is not blessed with the same quality. Is your quality. I may not be having that. Let me say, I would have said, okay, go refer this thing, go refer this thing. I would have concluded that in half time, where I, not only just said, just okay, let me take you there. Let me do it with you. So
Hmm.
that sort of handholding, that's the beauty of this session. And
Yeah.
probably it led me to this thing.
Thank you so much, because when some mission drives you, then you don't see the time. You just keep going. So great. I'm thankful that you are acknowledging that. Wonderful. So yeah, let's now quickly talk about your book. What exactly your latest book is about, so that audience could know about Yoga: The Way to Realization. Why should they buy it? What this book contains, and who's your target audience for whom you wrote this book? Let's talk about that.
See, this book is in series. This book I'm saying as part two. The part two mean since I'm writing on spirituality, and I find that the spirituality, the path is in three way.
Hmm.
There are 3 steps. One is knowing,
Hmm.
and then is the being. I mean, being, and you first know it. You know what, where is the error, where is the error, what is the ignorance. So root cause of everything is ignorance. All our suffering, I find that there is a suffering alone. All over there is a suffering. That what led me to that. That what is the suffering cause of suffering is ignorance.
Hmm.
So we have to understand where is the ignorance, and then we have to ignore the cause of, I mean, to remove ignorance, you have to go for the knowledge. So
Hmm.
my previous book is Journey to God. Who am I? The topics I had selected: who am I? Who is God? What is
Hmm.
my relationship with God? Who created God? Even I attempted that question: who created God? Many people may be having that. Why
Hmm.
God is God? Why
Yeah.
I am not God? And who created universe? And all such questions.
Yeah.
So that was to give the knowledge part of the subject.
Hmm. Yeah,
And then
basically the
but
search of.
knowledge remains at the intellect level. Then the next part was that I had already mentioned that this will remain only at the intellect level. You need to realize this knowledge. You need to realize this truth. And for that, I will be coming up with the next book. So this book, this particular book, is the way to realization. This focuses on the realization part of the knowledge you gained in the previous book.
Mm-hmm. I think you very rightly said. The first step is getting aware of where you're lacking this thing, and after that, you should realize not at the intellectual surface level, but at the level of deeper level where you just it touches your soul inside, and then you take action based on that. Otherwise, intellectually, people know a lot of stuff, but they don't take action. Great, awesome, awesome. So now, when it comes to like books, publishing is one part, but when it comes to selling and hitting bestseller globally. What is your take on that? Do you think that anybody who even doesn't know these things, they also can write, publish also, but also they can start selling on their own to unknown readers, like in USA, and as you, your book is bestseller in USA, Canada, you said. So what exactly you do for getting those kinds of stuff, and what kind of process you follow for that?
See, your tutorials and the explanation you gave are sufficient enough for a person to understand the nitty-gritty of this thing, that what are the platform available. And there are techniques. Of course, every system has the technique. So you need to learn the techniques of this thing,
Mm.
because you say that so many books are coming up on Amazon. Maybe 1.5 lakh books are coming up every day on
Mm,
Amazon
mm, mm,
platform.
mm.
So your book may not be visible. Today you post a book, next day it may not be visible. So you have to ensure that the book is visible. And of course, your contents do matter. There are many
Absolutely.
things, cover, your contents, everything matter. But
Mm.
before that, what matter is make it visible. To make
Absolutely.
it visible, what are the platforms available, and how you have to go and put your bid. So that explanation, what you you're given in the tutorial, and how
Mm.
you explain it further in our every weekly and weekly session.
Mm.
So I think anybody can do it, but you have to do it. You have to make
Absolutely,
it
yes.
work.
Yeah, our
And that is all experimentation, as you say it very frequently. Is
Mm.
all about experimentation. You need keep you should not be. Rather, there had been movements. There had been movement. Let me say, there had been movement when I found it's not for me. It's not working. It's not working. Then
Mm.
again, I said, okay, but if it has worked for one person, it can work for everybody. It's
Mm.
as simple as that.
Mm.
So you are, if you have been selling 100,000 of the book, so anybody can sell it. You
Absolutely,
only
yes.
have to learn the techniques,
Mm. Mm.
and techniques you are there to teach.
Wonderful. And as we keep on saying that Amazon पे जो दिखता है वो बिकता है और जो बिकता है वो और ज्यादा दिखता है. So precisely visibility is the main game. And it hurts me to see people saying that they think that the moment they publish the book, it is equal to selling on its own. It doesn't work that way. Had that been the case, then Coke, Colgate, and all, they would have been sitting silently because they are there from hundreds of years and they would have been selling on their own. So we have to make this visible. And let me know, the person like you who did not have any background of do you have some background of putting ads in the past, like any kind of advertisement on Amazon or BookBub?
Nothing, nothing,
Nothing.
nothing. No, no,
So
no idea.
so
Never
you
heard
learned
of.
you learned everything and learned in such a way that you hit bestseller in the countries and you're consistently now selling the books. Great,
Yeah,
great journey. So wonderful journey you have. In fact, from engineer in Reliance and retiring, thinking about spirituality. Now spirituality, everybody needs to understand, realize this whole concept of spirituality, because the life should be inside out. If our inside is turbulent, outside we can't live in a wonderful life. So you are focusing a very good point. And to make this message reach to the readers worldwide, you're putting advertisement also and making it reach worldwide. So great journey you have. Now can you just spare a few moments? Let's now understand somebody who is thinking of writing a book for maybe months or years and thinking that, who am I to write a book? Whether people will read my book? Can I publish the book? Can I even sell the book? Who am I? Am I not expert? So all these things come to the mind of people. Imagine for a moment somebody sitting watching this video and he's thinking of, if this person can do it, what message do you want to tell to that person? What action they should take? What habit they should build so that they also can transform the journey like you back, because it is author transformation stories, and your journey is nothing less than a transformation. Please talk to that person right now.
See, what I say that on this, that first the aim has to be clear. Why you want to write? And then second thing is, okay, one cost can be, okay, I want to just make money out of it. Okay, it may give me pleasure. Like I am saying that, okay, because I am practicing spirituality, for me, if I have to tell my aim, because I am practicing spirituality, and if I am writing, my one of the purposes I want to share my knowledge. And then when I am writing, I am researching on this thing. So I am not right. I'm practicing spirituality and writing a rocket. This thing. So I'm in that same subject. I'm on the same subject. That's why I say the journey itself is beautiful, because daily I'm up. I mean, this thing researching on the subject. So my own journey in spirituality is improving. Before I'm helping other, I'm helping myself. So for me, this is the aim. So same way, everybody has to find his aim. It cannot be. And then the second is that till you try, you yourself do not know that you have this ingrained in it. Like I never knew it. I never knew it that I can do it. So I started doing it. It happened it accidentally with me. So one can consciously do it. With me, it happened accidentally. Then second book was not accidentally. First came accidentally. The second and third, and now it's not accidentally. And now I find that I have maybe 5 more plots. So before that, till you asked me 2 years back, if you asked me, I said nothing. It's nothing to do with me. I would have asked the same way. So till you try, and one of the aim can be, you want to share with the public, and everybody, mind it, everybody, whatever stage you are, even not, you don't have to be 60-year-old to have experience to share. Even if you are 30 years, you have sufficient experience. Everybody is unique. Everybody is unique, and everybody has something different to share with the public. And when you try to share your knowledge itself, you will share only what is the most valuable with you. That only you will share now. So what it is valuable with you, if you want to enhance that value also, when you like to share, you will research it, that value will further increase.
So I totally agree with you. Like it's a journey of fulfillment. In fact, writing a book requires exploring a lot, because my journey is similar. Like I was willing to explore a lot of topics about human psychology, neuroscience, behavior, performance. And while I was researching that, even researching was a fulfillment activity. And when you need to write that stuff, you have to imbibe that first, then teach that. So that definitely cements it further. And you wonderfully said that the reward itself comes when you are even writing that stuff. And second beautiful thing which you talked about is that you have to get started, because a journey of 1,000 miles start with a single step.
The first step.
And one more thing which I recall based on what you said, when you start your car in the night to go to some place, you can't see like 10 kilometers ahead. You can see 100 meters ahead with the light. And you start with that, you keep on going. And your journey is starting with one book. Never thought that you'll be writing multiple books. And now you have 6 books done, 4 more books in the pipeline. And I'm sure after those 4 are done, you will have 4, 5 more, because it opens up like this only, right?
Sure, definitely.
Yes. So the message to the new people, aspiring authors who are whether part of AFH community or not, you should at least try something. And one technique which we teach to all members in the community are daily free writing. Everybody should start daily free writing, whereby they just need to capture their thoughts on a paper. And even if you do it for 15-20 days in a row, and you'll start to build a habit of that. So that's what one tip I wanted to give to all the members here who are watching this video. So great. Thank you so much for sharing your message with the people. I will be sharing the book link of yours in the description, so that people can buy that book. And for a moment, I want to talk to people who want to become authors like you have done, writing multiple books. So friends, if you're watching this video and if Mr. Sareen's interview has inspired you, that you should also start the journey. So there's a link below in the description, which is of my training, my masterclass. So click on the link, register for the masterclass and attend that. And if you find that suitable, then you should be joining our community. You'll find people like Mr. Sareen, and you'll be, who knows that you'll be the next best-selling author. And that's what my ambition is. My mission is to help more members to share their message with the world. So with that, I think we are now finishing this interview. So Mr. Sareen, before you leave, uh, give us a one parting piece of message which you want to give to the audience.
My parting piece of message is that please treat spirituality as the most essential element in your life. If normally what I see, if I ask anybody that what are the 10 priority in your life, he may have, okay, he is to go to job, he is to take care of family, he is to do this job, that job. Even he may find God also in that list. He is to take a dot to the what, but God will be missing. Unfortunately, God will
Yes.
be missing in the test. So
Yeah.
I said, even if you don't want to bring God in the number one, keep him at the 10th or 11th. Keep him. And by when I say keep him, it doesn't mean maybe you go and do that dupa and this om. It's not. That was a traditional. That was a traditional one. Buddha Buddha khel ki tarah. Like it's not helped. It has not helped. Please watch all around your elders and all around anybody. People go for the day. People go for pilgrimage. This is not spirituality. Spirituality is a higher science, and this is the time. This is the high time. This subject is evolving up. Our minds are opening. We are in the ascending era. Is a long subject. We are in the ascending era. We call it Dwapar, and it is a 323 year into. We are in the ascending era. That's why this subject is coming up more. Our minds are opening. So this is essential. Otherwise, now you say, okay, fine, but why the need for it? Yes, there is a need for it, because there is a suffering and suffering galore. This is what Gautam Buddha realized when he went for it, when he found that there is a suffering. So that suffering ended for him after his this thing meditation and all this thing. Not for you, not for me. And if there is a suffering in this life, it was there in the last lives also, and it will be there in the lives to come. Let me tell you, you can't run away, because suffering is also a teacher. There is a reason why you are taken birth. You are taken birth to realize the ultimate truth. And this is my next book, The Ultimate Truth.
Wonderful, wonderful. It
You
was a
have come for this, and for this you first need to know spiritual. Where is the error? Why I am suffering? What are the type of suffering? Where is the error? And error can be removed, ignorance removed by knowledge. So you require the knowledge. And there are I say that we know about so many things. We claim to be knowing so many things, having this such a higher position. But if I ask, who are you? We don't have any answer. Isn't it a irony of a thing? Who am I? We don't have any answer. And if we don't have any answer, who am I? Then how can we talk about, say that who I know about God? And without knowing God, without knowing me, suffering will not go. So it is an essential requirement. That's why each one of you, every human being, we come birth after birth. So why, and we have to realize this thing, let me tell you, why after 10 incarnation, why not now? Start. And for this, I don't say that you have to dissociate from the materialistic life. Materialistic life will remain. Just gradually start adding, start exploring that what is spirituality. And these books will teach. My book, Spirituality Through Science, and all these books, they deal in this. There's a science, because there's no time to explain what is the science, how is the science, but people can explore,
absolutely,
people
yes.
can contact me.
Yeah. So I'll be sharing your book detail, your author page, so that people can look at your books. And of course, we cannot cover the whole subject in this interview, but definitely you have given a lot of valuable nuggets about your book, about your journey. So all of you, the readers, the audience here, you just click on the link below in the description to watch out the books for Mr. Sareen. And if you're interested in becoming an author, the link to masterclass is here. So with that, I take your leave, Mr. Sareen. And audience, I'll be meeting you next time with the next wonderful interview. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Namaskar.